Hello and welcome to the very first video of Inkmas 2025. Today I am so excited to start this journey with you guys. Over the next 25 days I will be swatching all of the inks in both the Diamine Teal Inkvent and the 𝗂𝗫𝘁𝗁𝗁. So both of these calendars, I will be opening up one door a day with y'all and swatching them and doing various things in this notebook. And this year I'm going to be brave and ink up a pen for every single ink. We're gonna see how that goes. But before I get into the video too far, I want to go over all the supplies I'm using, just to do that as like an upfront dealio in the beginning. And then we will be moving through the calendar, starting with today, day one. I'm so excited. Anyways, the notebook I'm going to be using is brand new / unopened / I just started it. I don't know. It's a Wonderland 222 notebook. It is a 368 page, and this is one of the older ones that has the machine number 9 Tomoegawa Tomoe River paper, and I am so excited to use this today. Anyways, I have already kind of sectioned out where I want different things in here. So that's for me. The other tools I'm using today are going to be a water brush. This is just your Kokuyo, I'm pretty sure it's Kokuyo. Oh no, it's Pentel, my bad. It's a Pentel water brush. There's just plain water in here and it has silicone bristles. I'm going to be using a Sailor Hocoro dip pen with a Fude nib to do the calligraphy writing at the top. I'm also going to be doing big blobby swatches on the page, and I will be using one fountain pen a day, actually 2 fountain pens a day, of my collection to test out every single ink in the calendars. I haven't done this before, so I'm taking a shot at this. The other tools I'm going to be using are a bit specific to each calendar, so I will wait to do that with you guys when I open up the first door. But that is all for supplies. I'm going to go ahead and bring the Diamine calendar over, and we're going to get started with that one. And then if you want to head back to my channel page, you will see the 𝗂𝗫𝘁𝗁𝗁 videos in a separate video. So I'm not going to be doing Diamine and 𝗂𝗫𝘁𝗁 in one video. I'm going to do Diamine in one, 𝗂𝗫𝘁𝗁 in the other, just because if you didn't get both calendars or you want to watch one over the other, there's that option. And it'll also make these videos a little bit shorter and easier for me to edit. So let's just go ahead and get started. Here she is. Okay, so this is going to be day number 1, which is this door right here. And here we go. Okay, and it looks like we're starting off with a teal. So day number 1 looks to be called Celestial Skies. Love the name. And it is a shimmer ink. Oh, and our shimmer is kind of like a green color. Ooh, okay. If the ink is blue with a green shimmer, I feel like this is going to be absolutely stunning. Okay, so I went ahead and inked up our very first pen here for the very first ink of Inkmas, and this pen is just the perfect beginning. It's so sparkly. This is the Maverick Pen Company's Guardian model in their own house resin called Candyland, and just look at this thing. It's crazy. This does have a fine nib on it, and I just inked up a little bit. I'm not going to do too much because I don't think I'm going to be using a full pen worth of every single ink, honestly. But we're going to just start off by writing down my pen and ink pairing here in my journal, and then we are going to do a full swatch. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do a big swatch of this on the page here, and I'm also going to be doing a card, so I can put it in my little swatch book. And the cards I am using are these. I don't know which brand they are. I've had them for a little bit and I decided I want to use them for the Inkvent. So I'm just gonna grab one of these and we're going to paint one side of it. And then while that card is drying, and might I say it looks really cool, I'm gonna go ahead and just do some writing over here on the side and I will come back in a minute and I will show you guys the dried swatch of this, and I will also compare this to my ink catalog system so we can see if I have anything that would be similar to this in case you didn't pick up the calendar, or maybe you just want to compare and see if you have something that I have that looks the same. All right, I am back. I've written a whole page here using the Celestial Skies, and initial thoughts, I love this so much. This card is pretty dry, so I'm gonna go ahead and bring it over to my ink logging system. I don't know how long this is going to take, but I do want to compare this one because I feel like I've seen this ink before. Also, I need to let this little swatch down here dry. This is just a line of the ink that I pulled down with my water brush, and I just kind of want to see what colors pop through, if any, or if it's just really flat teal. But let's go ahead and do a little bit of a color comparison. Okay, so this might be kind of hard to see for you guys, but I will do my best to share with you all how this compares. This is the teal section of my notebook here, and I have to say on my first page, I already feel like it's very similar to a previous year's Inkvent. This is the 2022 Green Inkvent Serendipity. Serendipity's slightly darker and the shimmer in it is a bit more bronzy, but I feel like they're very similar in tone. The red sheen on Serendipity does look a bit brighter as well. It has a very similar base color to that of Kujaku by Pilot Iroshizuku. Same with Shioro, also from Pilot Iroshizuku. It's also similar into the depth of color of Birmingham Heron. I will say, if we compare writing wise, it's not that dark though. It's a bit more of a brighter teal color. In which case, I'd say it's probably closer to Birmingham Cerulean on this page. Yeah. And let's keep going. I'm going to just compare this to ones that I feel really match the writing over the swatch, because I feel like the writing is where it's mainly going to be the big difference. Because there's so many teal inks out there. It's kind of similar in tone to Herbin's blue I think it's Calanquois or Calanquois. My French is really bad, so I do apologize for my pronunciation on that. But it is kind of similar in tone to that Herbin ink. Same with Emerald of Chivor. Very similar, at least in the swatching, that it's kind of shimmery with the gold, has a little bit of that red outline, and is a bit more of a brighter teal color. Emerald of Chivor does look like it is a bit deeper in the green tones though, and Celestial Skies has a bit more blue. Same can be said for Edward's Gardens, which is basically a dupe for Emerald of Chivor, geez. Let's see what else we have here. None of these are looking super close. It's kind of close to Van Diemen's Odysseus. I'd say Odysseus is again slightly darker, and the shimmer in it is a bit different. It looks more champagne-y versus Celestial Skies is a bit more gold looking, which is so odd because in the bottle it looked like it was green. But yeah, I would say we just have a few matches for this one. It's pretty unique, which I'm very happy about. Okay, final thoughts on Celestial Skies, day one of the Inkvent for Diamine. I'm very happy with this ink. I love writing with this color. I think it behaved very well in the pen. I will zoom you guys in for this writing right here. Hopefully you will be able to see the tiny bits of shimmer that are kind of popping through in the writing. It is very subtle and I like it a lot. This color is also very legible, which I appreciate a lot as well. And yeah, I like this a lot. It's so pretty. I do feel like we're not off to a strong start, I would say, if we're looking for new colors. But I think in terms of a very usable color and a very great color to write with or paint with or do calligraphy with, this is a really stunning one. And I like that it's teal and it's a teal calendar. So very, very happy with the beginning of this Inkvent. Also very happy with my pen pairing. I feel like they match pretty well, at least in the teal tones of the pen. I don't know, and I like how sparkly the pen is and how sparkly the ink is. So I definitely am a fan, and I'm excited to continue on for tomorrow to open day 2 with you guys. But for now, I'm going to stop for Diamine and head over to Colorverse. So if you're watching that one as well, I will see you there. If not, I hope to see you tomorrow. So be blessed. Hopefully day 1 was a good ink for you, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.